I'm not on it just now, but there was a dating app that I had, and I had that worked in a whiskey shop, and someone said, can you get me Springbank? I was like,
no. Like, queue up at the door at 10 to 6 in the morning with everyone else.
Yeah, that's not like,
oh my god. Hello, I'm Jen.
My name's Rachel.
Welcome to our channel. We are Whiskey Geeks.
Not whiskey snobs.
So if you like all things whiskey
And you're not a snob,
subscribe! We're trying some exciting whiskies today. We've got a wee comparison. We've had these for ages.
Yep.
A very kind customer dropped us in some samples of some Springbanks.
And they're like vintage Springbanks. They're from they are, aren't they? 1997.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have been bottled. They've been bottled a while ago.
Yes.
Yeah. What? It's 18 plus. 7 and
so they're
8 is
18
15.
and 21-year-old.
2015 for one. That's 18-year-old.
And 2017. 19.
Around about.
Ish.
Yes.
For the other one that they would have been bottled.
So they're in wee nice, and it's got the cask number and everything, so we can go look up those
cask.
bottles.
Yeah.
And so 18-year-old doesn't have casks, so I presume that's just bourbon or whiskey casks, and first fill sherry for the 21-year-old.
Ooh.
21 years of first fill sherry will be sherry-ish.
Wow. Yes.
Strong.
Shall we?
So you love Springbank, don't you?
I love Springbank. It's just a nice independent company. It's gone a bit mad at the moment, which I'm not appreciating though. And I feel like it's getting harder for people who just like the whiskey to get the whiskey to dram. And there's people wanting to flip it and collect it and not drink it and stuff, and it's gone a bit Macallan.
It's gone a bit Macallan, yeah, and there's not as much of it as there is Macallan. So So we had a queue outside from 6 in the morning?
10 to 6 in the morning they started.
And
we don't open till 10.
We're in a wee Scottish village. We're not like in Glasgow city centre.
Well, apparently the Good Spirits company that we know, they're good, and they had people queuing from 4 o'clock in the morning.
Madness.
The day it was released.
Absolute madness.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a horrible, no, not horrible, this is like a blasphemous thing to say, but I've had some Springbanks that's not like, I've not quite got it.
Yeah.
Or the local barley, I think I got a sample of local barley I tried that was delicious.
This year's local barley I don't think was anything special.
Didn't particularly, I didn't like that.
But the last year's was really good. Yeah. But still, it was to me just like a really shady dram. I feel like it lost. With Springbank, the thing I like about it is it's got a bit of like a funk to it. And it's a bit more unusual. It's lightly peated, but it's got a little bit of like weird, almost like similar to Bacardi.
Yeah.
Like that weird slight like cheesiness. And I love that about it, and it's really distinctive. But I think when it's too long and sherry, it kind of loses that a little bit, so we'll see.
I think a lot of people feel that too.
Yeah.
With cask stuff, that there's more of a push to go to like whiskey that's in bourbon casks as opposed to really
I'm definitely sensing a bit of a movement of that at the moment, yeah. So yeah, when we were down the last at Springbank, we chose it with a caged bottle. We chose a bourbon cask rather than a sherry cask, even though everyone was kind of going for the sherry casks. But these look lovely.
And you can't get these anymore, so that'll be... There'll be maybe a few bottles kicking about, but
so we've got the 18 and the 21.
Mine, I'm going to swap mine round so they're the same. Yes,
right.
18 and 21.
That's maybe...
Bourbon, we think, or ex-whiskey, and sherry.
That smells sherried.
The 18?
Yeah.
It might have been in a sherry cask.
It might just be really rich, I'm not sure. I'll see when I taste it. I'm better on the taste.
Fruity, and it's quite tangy, and it has got a bit of a musky.
Like an earthy. It smells like a warehouse floor.
It totally does. Yep.
Like an earthen floor.
Yeah, I feel like it smells a wee bit like a mouldy orange.
Oh yes, it's got that down. I know very well what that smells like. I've got one by my bedside right now. My life's a disaster here. Always keep a mouldy orange by your bed at all times.
For reference.
for nosing nose reference.
Are you a witch?
Maybe.
Is that what you got it there? Keep away the bad agree-degrees with your mouldy orange. Yep. Mouldy oranges.
Mouldy orange and distillery warehouse floor.
Yep. And a bit of syrup.
Yeah, because it is sweet and thick.
Yeah.
But musty and dusty.
Musty and dusty. We don't have percentages, so I presume it'll be cash strength. It'll be 50 something.
And that's much richer.
Richer and more like a bit of leathery.
It smells like ham. Like I've not eaten ham in many, many years, but I used to work in a deli.
Yeah, it's
and you'd
got like
slice the ham, and that smells like slicing the ham on the slicing machine.
salty, bit salty. Oh,
Salty
it's
and
getting
meaty.
nice. And full, it's really thick. Quite perfumey.
The 18 smells a lot more mellow.
Definitely.
I like toffee now.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely like sticky toffee pudding or something.
That's a good one. But cold, sticky toffee.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yeah, not hot. Spicy, the spices, is it like cloves or something?
Cloves, definitely.
Is it
yeah,
cloves?
Yeah. And a bit of a maybe cinnamony flavour now you said that. Cool.
I suppose that'll be the sherry cask.
Yeah.
Right, shall we taste and compare?
So you're liking the smell of this one so far more?
I'm liking the smell of the 18.
I think I'm liking the 21 a wee bit more, the smell of. I don't have the ham association though.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's quite amazing there. Cheers. That's really orangey.
It's really orangey. It has it's pardon me, sorry. It has got that must a bit.
It does.
I don't like the must.
It's
I like
quite-
that's nice though.
It's like orangey and dry.
Really drying, really drying.
See, that makes me wonder if it's sherry cask, but I don't know.
Totally orange. All I can taste is orange now you say that.
And pomander. Like cloves, dried oranges and cloves.
Yeah, definitely.
Or does it taste, it smells more like toffee-ish.
Like if you were having a traditional Christmas but it was sunny.
Yeah, the orange went mouldy.
Yeah. With the spices still in.
I'm sure that's happened to a pomander more than once.
A mouldy pomander.
Well, they're supposed to dry a sad relic of Christmas in summer.
Should we put water in it?
We should. Should we try the other one first?
Yes.
Right.
Oh,
Slange.
sorry. Bad luck if you do that.
Oh, that tastes like you've chewed a clove.
Wow, it's really sweet to begin with, and then it is like extremely spicy.
Actually, like, got the numbing effect that a clove would have.
Yeah, strong.
Oh, but nice.
I like to begin with the sweetness to begin with.
And then it's sweet on the finish as well.
And it's really thick, like really velvety thick. Oof, I think that one's a bit more interesting probably, the 18. Or maybe not.
They're both really interesting. They're both really, really spicy and clovey.
Got a bit of a bitter finish, that one.
It does, but this one has a must.
You don't mind bitter as much though, do you?
I quite like bitter, yeah.
Yeah, it tastes a wee bit like a Negroni, I think, actually, at the end of that one, the 21.
You're right.
If you mix them together, I think it would be really Negroni because it's orange.
Do you think we should try it with water first?
We should try it with water
I've really
first,
finished mine, that's bad.
Eh.
Right, so a wee bit of water. That one's got mustier. Oh, but more like a kind of dusty cocoa powder.
Yeah, like a less deep musk. Is that right?
Oh, that one smells way better now. Oh, that's lovely now.
The taste of that one, it tastes a bit mustier as well.
Oh no, that tastes like chocolate now.
Oh, spicy. I get that at the end, a bit chocolatey.
That just tastes like Christmas and ham.
Oh yeah, more hammy
Maybe
now.
corn. I don't know, because I've not had it. Do you get ham?
I get more hammy now, a bit more salty now. I need to keep drinking Springbanks because it just goes over my head a wee bit. I really do like them as a company. I think they're cool and I like their brand and I like some of their bottles, but I feel like there'd be a Springbank person who'd be like, why didn't you absolutely love those whiskies? I'm like, maybe because it's 9:30. Maybe because it's just not my cup of tea.
It's quite early in the morning. We've had an early start this time for our travelling. I think it could just not be your cup of tea though.
I think it's probably more likely that because your best
You
taste
don't
is in the morning, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but also you don't like stuff like I like bitter and salty and
Yeah.
briny stuff as much, whereas I do. That's my taste. So,
yeah.
I've got a tiny bit of each. Are we going to put them together? I think they are not dissimilar.
The two of them.
They're quite similar.
You can tell it's the same spirit. I would
Definitely,
say so,
that
yeah.
one is
Yeah.
the 18 is just like a slightly lighter, less intense version. That's best.
That is
That's
best.
best together.
That's
You've got the
really
chocolate
nice.
and the orange and the clove. Yep.
Yep, that mixed together.
Yeah.
18, 25-year-old
Nice.
blasphemers again.
21-year-old.
21, sorry,
Yeah.
not 25.
Love a Springbank.
What a treat, thank you.
What a treat, thank you very much.
For the
Yeah.
samples.
And if you want more videos like this, subscribe down here and come back and join us again next time. Cheers! Slange! Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe. And you can follow us on social media at The Grail Tastings. See you next time. Slange. Like a low down.
Oh,
That's horrible.
that's what I said to the guy in the day. Huh? Oh, so you like whiskey.